studio.
Here we go.
Hello, welcome to another week at Sunshine House. Today what I am going to be doing at my circle time will be introducing the letter P for Pelican, and we do the jingle as it goes like this. P says Pelican, my beak holds what my belly can. The children get to see the P and the animal, and we trace it, and then say, the jingle with the children. Also, we're going to be doing cards that we're going to be looking for animals, and it tells like crocodiles, octopus, what live in the water, what lives on land, birds, looking for birds and raccoons and things like that. So children get to see the animal, and then I go ahead and look at the word, and I point it out to them and go octopus. That way they they kind of hear the sound of that. And then I have an action which it's a music which I use scarves, and the song is about birds. And then we kind of just glide, like pretending to be birds, or fly with your scarf. And then at the end, I'll be reading a story that is a bird is born.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is very pretty. Very pretty. The long beak. It's just looking through the pages too, and talking about it and what they see, the colors, and the different types of birds that might be in the book.
I like the book.
And for center time, we will be doing our Scholastic magazine on what was life like in George Washington's time, because we have that holiday of the President's Day Monday off. So we will be talking about what it was like when he was alive and the important things that he did in his life. And the children will have an activity that they can work on together at the end. We will also be doing a taste test at the end of that week, and we will be tasting some things that start with the letter P, which is popcorn, peanut butter, peaches, and peas. So they get a variety of some foods that they're not used to tasting, and we'll do a chart if they like it or not.
And Thursday is Rules Day, and that's the day that we're going to talk about all the rules that surround us throughout our daily life, and also, most importantly, talking about Sunshine House rules and why it's important to have them to keep us safe and other reasons why. Anything else?
Yeah, the world is full of rules. So, we're going to do a great project. We have this box that one of our teachers from past kind of made for us. All the schools have them. It's called Sharon's Box. Inside of it looks like your junk drawer. Kids are very fascinated with all the crazy things that are in it. But on this day, each child gets to pull out their very own thing that they choose, a dice, a cork, a shell. And we're going to do some kind of thinking to get the children to decide what they think will happen to this when we put it in the water. So we're talking about pelicans and ocean life, so sinking and floating. So dice, do you think it'll sink? Do you think it'll float? So we'll put the floaty ones here and the sinky ones here, and then we'll actually test it out to see if our ideas were on target or not. Great hands-on experience, and great for them to manipulate crazy things that they are not necessarily at Sunshine House.
I noticed that you have a box in there on the kids' love to open the little boxes and just to check and see what's
There's
in
always
there.
stuff in there.
A box inside a box.
Yes, and they love playing different things.
It's almost as fun digging in the box as it is doing the sciencing project of sink and float.
It's fun too because a lot of them like to guess what is in there. So like the cork, they may not necessarily know what it is, and some of the crazy ideas that they come up with, it's pretty funny. Yeah, pretty
They like to
interesting.
do the predicting part too.
One of the things that I'm going to be doing for art, we're talking about safety this week, and we're also talking about cars and safety on the road. So one of their favorite things to do is we take the card, we put the paint on the table, and they like to roll it through the table, and they like to make little roads on their piece of paper. And some like to make roads, and you can tell it's a road, and other ones like to go up and down and do patterns and go backwards and forwards. And some will actually get out the cars too, or the pencils and stuff, and draw their own little stop sign in their own little city. So they have a lot of fun getting to roll their cars through the paint, which we normally don't get to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And in the afternoon, I'm going to be teaching the children about safety, how to dial 911, what the 9 looks like, what the 1 looks like, and how not to be scared of firemen or police officers, and how they're here to keep us safe. And I'm also going to be doing a music and movement. It's called Stop, Drop, and Roll, and that teaches the children how to put themselves out in case like some body part was on fire, or if anything should happen, they can teach their friends how to stop, drop, and roll. And lots of different safety tips for them to use and take home with them.
We like doing that one.
They do.
Outside, we are going to be acting as if we are pelicans out in the ocean. So we're going to be playing in the tambark, seeing what our wings can do, and see where they'll take us. And in the PM circle, I'm also going to be looking at some animal cards. We're going to see if we can tell if they're from the ocean or where they come from, see if we can find some birds within those cards. That should be pretty fun.
It'll be a fun week.
Bye. See you next week.
Next week.